Hey guys, it's 2:57. So wait a few more minutes before I begin. Hello everybody. Welcome to Prenatal Yoga with me, Candice White. These live virtual classes are sponsored through Yoga Buzz. So if you're not familiar with them, they're a nonprofit organization here in St. Louis, Missouri. They host pop-up yoga classes throughout the city and just doing yoga in unconventional spaces. So right now we have tons of virtual live yoga. If you go on their page, you can see. You can also donate to them as well. So again, I'm Candice White. Welcome if you tuned in last week. This is a prenatal yoga series or class. However, if you're not expecting, definitely join in. Same benefits that you would get even if you're not expecting. So if you are expecting, I would advise that you possibly have a pillow handy. Definitely get somewhere near a wall because our balance can be off sometimes during this time that we're expecting. If you have yoga blocks, those are also very helpful. If you don't have blocks, you can always take a few books if you like. We will be using these throughout the practice today. So again, just some props. If you don't have them, no worries. You can still participate and do everything that we're going to be doing today. So again, prenatal yoga. I am 28 weeks pregnant this week, and this class can be for any trimester, whether you're first, second, or third. Again, all the benefits are the same. My advice to anyone taking this class would be honor yourself and your limitations. If you feel like there's something that is not accessible to you and your body and how you're feeling today, there's absolutely no pressure. Yoga is about you and your personal practice, and feel free to participate in any pose. Feel free to lay down and not participate. The only thing I would advise that you continuously do throughout the practice today is to breathe. So a helpful way to remember just how to be in tune with your breath, simply inhale like you're smelling your favorite flower, and exhale like you're blowing out a candle. So if you're thinking like, I don't know how to breathe, I sound silly, just remember those techniques. Inhale like you're Inhale like you're smelling your favorite flower. Exhale like you are blowing out a candle. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Take a moment to get into a comfortable seat. I am going to use my block to sit on to elevate my hips. Again, totally optional. You may want to sit on your pillow. You may choose to just sit completely flat on the floor. Start off with crossing your left leg in front of your right. Taking a moment to position yourself. If you are sitting on the mat, then maybe rock back and forth to make sure that your sit bones are nice and stable and flat into your mat. You can bring hands to heart. I am choosing to bring one hand to heart and one hand to my belly. So wherever you are, wherever you're choosing to be right now, begin to take some very deep, nice, soothing breaths. So again, we're breathing in through our nose. Maybe you close your eyes during these first few moments. We're just going to become in tune with our breath, center a little bit before we actually get to movement. So just taking a few moments to focus in on the present moment, noticing what you feel, noticing how you feel. Where are you mentally right now? Where are you physically? Take notice of the parts of our body that are holding on to any tension, any soreness, any pain. And just feel right now. Allow these first few moments to create space for yourself, for this practice. If you're expecting, for your baby, just creating space, coming to the present moment, focusing in on the present moment. Right now, we are in a very trying time in all of our worlds, so it's easy to continuously focus on the negative, focus on what's happening around us on a daily basis. So I just invite you right now to just take a few moments and just try and see if you can take a step back from those things. On your inhales, maybe inhale all the good, all the positive, all the things to come that you're looking forward to. All the happier days. Nice deep breath in, taking in all those positive things. And then on your exhale, letting go. Letting go of the fear. Letting go of the worry, the unknown, the negative. Each inhale is a chance to create space for things that will elevate us. And each exhale is a chance to let go, fall back. Notice how in your inhales, your chest rises. Just take notice of these things in our body that take place. And how on our exhales, our chest begins to fall. Maybe your belly is contracting. Notice the sounds around you. Maybe you have a window open. Maybe you're hearing the birds chirping. Just take notice of these things around us and be grateful for them. Continue breathing. Ignore any sounds that you might hear around you, including in my background. And just set an intention for yourself for today's practice. Maybe it's just to, again, focus in on the present moment, realign, reset, prepare for the weekend. You might not be doing much. Most of us aren't, but just taking a second to, again, take notice of the little things that we should be grateful for right now, because there are many, including just simply our breath right now. That's in itself is something to be very grateful for. So set an intention for your practice, a plan, a goal that you have. Take another deep breath in, maybe the deepest breath you've taken all day. Really think about that. Like, of course, we're breathing all day. Of course, we're alive, but being mindful of a very deep breath, taking it all in, filling up your lungs completely, holding it for a few moments, and then taking a nice big exhale out through your mouth, letting it all out. If your eyes are closed, you can flutter your eyes open. Bring both hands to your knees. Realign, rock back and forth. We're gonna begin to bring some movement in with our breath. So with every breath, we're gonna do a different move. So you're gonna inhale, sitting up nice and tall, nice straight spine. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Pushing your knees down, making sure they're not tempted to come up, but just mindfully keeping them down. Nice deep inhale here, and then exhale, you're just simply gonna look towards your left shoulder. Inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale, take a look towards your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Let's do that again. Exhale, look towards your left shoulder. Again, I'm just kind of feeling this gentle stretch in our neck. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, take a look over the opposite shoulder again. This time, inhale, back to center. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest, just feeling the stretch in the back of our necks. Keeping those shoulders down, elbows in towards our side. Inhale, back to center again. Exhale, take a look towards the ceiling. Your chin is going to come up, feeling the stretch in the front of your neck. Let's do that again. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, chin up, look up. Maybe send your gaze back. Feeling that nice stretch. We're just trying to loosen up here. And then inhale, coming back to the center. This time we're going to take our left hand and grab our right ear. Extend that right arm out to your side. Try not to crank too much, so you don't want to pull too hard. Just nice and gentle. Keeping those fingertips, really reaching through to your fingertips. So imagine someone's almost trying to pull you towards them. Continuing to breathe. Nice deep inhales in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Take one more deep inhale here. And then exhale, release that hand. Float both arms back down. We're going to do the other side. Right hand grabbing your left ear. Extend that left arm out. Really extending through to your fingertips. I mean, you want to feel stretching every part. This can be a very active pose. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Don't hold your breath. Be mindful of that. Remember, smelling that great flower. It's springtime, so there are going to be a lot of smells around us. And then blowing out the candle. One more deep inhale here, and then exhale, release. Float those hands back down. Nice. So this next move, because we hold so much tension in our neck and our shoulders, we're not really being mindful of it. If you're working from home, you might notice that you're sitting in front of the computer for hours at a time. Lots of tension can build up doing that. So on your inhales, you're going to bring your shoulders way up towards your ears. And then on your exhale, you're going to abruptly bring them down as you breathe out, like so. All right? So inhale, bring those shoulders up. Exhale, release. Do that again. Inhale, shoulders up. We hold on to so much tension and don't even know it. Exhale, release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, let it go. Nice. That feels really good. All right, so if you're like me, maybe it's time to switch out those legs. So you can always sit like this as well. I'm going to now put my right leg in front of my left. So doing the opposite, just to switch it up a little bit. It's always nice to switch it up a little bit. All right, so from here, let's just go ahead and inhale as we sweep our arms way up towards the ceiling, bringing our palms together, really reaching through to our fingertips, imagining someone's trying to pull you up. And then exhale, take and float them down. Bringing your chin to your chest. Do that again. Inhale. Reach those arms up, nice and tall. Lifting up through your chest. Really trying to feel that stretch. Exhale, float them back down. Bring your chin to your chest. One more time. Inhale. Reach the arms nice and tall. Palms come together this time. And then exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Take and bring your left fingertips down to touch your mat. Exhale, extend your right arm out. Just bringing our fingertips, not completely flat, just our fingertips. And then you're going to inhale as you reach that right arm up, straight up towards the ceiling. Someone's pulling you up. And then exhale, just gentle side body stretch towards your left side. Keeping our fingertips still on the mat. So if you need to really reach out, that's okay. We don't want to bend in our elbow. Continue breathing. You can choose to look up, you can look down, you can look straight ahead. Inhale here, and then exhale. Take and float that right arm down. Fingertips come to the mat. Extend the left arm out and inhale. We're doing the other side. Reach up, straight up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, falling towards our right side this time. Really want to create that space in your chest. Make sure we're not bringing our ear to our shoulder. Continue breathing. One more deep inhale here, and then exhale, Bring that left arm down. And we're just going to kind of go back and forth with this for a few breaths. Taking your time. Really trying to get that stretch in our side body. Expecting moms, it's not expected for us to really be building a whole bunch of ab muscles, oblique muscles, but these are all things that can still help our core area, our side body area. Doing these types of things throughout your pregnancy can only benefit you in the long run. Few more. One more time. And then inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, let's bring our hands to heart. Good. So from here, we're going to reposition ourselves into something called hero pose. So this is a chance to possibly use a pillow to support our knees. Pillow's kind of small. We're coming up on our knees. You can use the block to sit back through your hips. So our knees are spread apart just a little bit. You can sit on your block, bring it down. Expecting moms, this is a really good pose to relieve swelling that we might start getting in that third trimester in our ankles. It can be used to help prevent varicose veins and things of that nature. So again, if you need that cushioning underneath your knees, you can use a pillow. You can use a blanket as well. And so from here, we're going to inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, we're just going to take both hands and put them on the outside of our left thighs. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, just take a look towards your left shoulder. Just a gentle twist, not too much. Don't crank too deep, especially my expectant mothers. Not too much tension on our torso. One more deep inhale as you bring both arms back up. We're going to take it to the other side. And then exhale, take and bring both hands on the outside of your right thigh. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Shoulders come down. And then exhale, just take a look towards your right shoulder. Continue breathing. Don't hold that breath. When you're ready, nice deep inhale, coming back to center. This time, intertwine your fingers and then release them, push them up. Forearms come in towards our ears, really pushing up, feeling that nice deep stretch. And then exhale, just slightly fall towards your left side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slightly fall towards your right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring those arms, push them out in front of you. Inhale here, and then exhale, release, bringing them down. Good. So we're going to come out of this pose. And then we're going to make our way to hands and knees or tabletop. Take and make sure that your palms are nice and wide, so like starfish hands, okay? Nice and wide. Plant them on the mat down in front of you. You want to imagine that you're almost gripping that mat. So if you widen your fingertips, you'll feel less pressure, less tension on your wrists. Make sure your knees are about hip width distance apart, maybe wider for people like me who have this bulging belly. So we want to create space for baby. So we want to keep those knees nice and wide. You want to push down and away from your mat. Nice flat back. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale. You're going to just take a look towards your right shoulder and then send your right hips out, almost kind of creating a C shape with our side body. Inhale, coming back to center. We're going to do that on the other side. So look towards your left shoulder, sending those left hips out, creating that C shape. Inhale, center. Let's do that again. Look towards your right shoulder. Right hips come out. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder, left hips come out. Good. Inhale, back to center. Just take and sway your hips from side to side. Just kind of trying to find some nice organic movements right here that feel good. Maybe walk those palms out in front of you. Begin to draw small circles with your hips. Making sure you're still breathing. Maybe your circles become a little bigger. One more time, and then you'll meet me in the neutral spine. Keeping our palms out in front of us, we're going to untuck our toes here. And then really pushing down into your mat, keeping those fingertips nice and wide. We're going to inhale as we begin to send our hips up and back. Maybe walk the feet forward just a little bit to come into our first downward facing dog. So from here, inhale as you really push down into the balls of your feet, lifting those heels up nice and high. And then exhale, lowering the heels, bringing them as close to the mat as possible. If this is not accessible to you, you can feel free to stay in your tabletop. So again, let's inhale, push down into those toes, lifting the heels up nice and tall. Exhale, lowering our heels back down. Next, take a deep bend into your left knee, keeping that right leg straight, followed by a deep bend in your right knee. So just kind of do that back and forth, making sure you're still breathing. Inhale, come to a place of stillness. Look forward, and then slowly begin to walk your palms back some. Walk your feet up some until they both meet in the middle. So we're in the forward fold. I'll face forward. Bending in your knees. Expectant moms, we want our feet nice and wide to support and create space for belly. Bending the knees to protect your spine. And just letting it all hang. This forward fold is really good for this. Really thinking about the mantra of just letting it all go. That's exactly what you want to do. Let it all hang. Imagine you're like a rag doll, so we're not pushing down into the mat. We're not clenching in our fists. We're just letting it hang. Maybe nod your head yes. Yes. Shake your head no. Grab a hold to your elbows. Rock back and forth. And then from here, take and bring your palms to your ankles. And then inhale as you slowly slide them up to the top of your knees or right at your thighs. Bringing our elbows in towards our side. We're coming into what's called a halfway lift or a nice flat back position. So we want to have one nice long neck here. Flat back, so I could put a teacup on your head, your neck, your back, and it would balance there. Inhale here. Exhale, fall back down into that forward fold. Let it all out. Inhale, shift your weight into all four corners of your feet, bend the knees, and slowly begin to rise up to standing. Reaching the arms way up high, bringing your palms together to touch. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's do that again. Just a half sun salutation. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bend at the knees, hinge at your hips. Slowly fall down into that forward fold. Feet are nice and wide, head hangs. Inhale, slowly slide those palms up to the top of your knees. Elbows come to the side. Exhale, float back down, forward fold. Inhale, slowly, slowly, take your time. Rise up to standing. Palms come together. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So from here, we're going to inhale, reach those arms back up, keeping them nice and wide like you're gripping the beach volleyball. Bend the knees. Inhale here. And then exhale, imagine you're sitting down into a chair. Shift your weight into your heels. Maybe your toes come up because we want to make sure that all four corners of our feet are evenly distributed. Our weight is evenly distributed. Lift your heart, lift your head. Inhale here. Then exhale, fall forward. Forward fold. Inhale, slide those palms up. Top of your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, plant those hands on the mat. Exhale, send that left leg to the back of the mat, followed by your right. So now we're back into our tabletop. You're going to inhale and lower that belly. Nice curve in our spine. Tailbone comes up. Chest comes forward. Chin comes up. Look up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, we're going to round in our spine, drawing our navel in towards our spine, bringing our chin to our chest. Do that one more time. Inhale, lower the belly. Tailbone comes up, nice curve in our spine. Heart comes forward, gaze comes up, chin up. Exhale, rounding in your spine, bringing your chin to your chest. Inhale, coming back to neutral spine. Untuck those toes. Widen the knees a little bit, keeping those toes untucked. Walk the palms out in front of you. Inhale, look forward. And then exhale, send those hips down and back. Another opportunity to use a pillow or a block. Bringing your forehead down either to the mat or maybe the floor comes up to you by using the pillow, whatever you prefer. Staying here for a few breaths. Inhale, coming back to tabletop. Keeping those toes untucked. Exhale here. And then inhale, send those hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet and your hands together until they meet in the center. Inhale, bend at the knees, slowly rise back up to standing. Hands come up overhead. Palms come together. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. From here, release your hands down to the side. We want to bring our feet nice and wide. Maybe turn them so that both feet are pointing towards the corner of your mat. Nice and wide. Making sure your weight is distributed into all four corners of your feet. Inhale, palms come together to touch at the heart. And then exhale, you're going to lower down, straight back, come into just a squatting position. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slowly come back up, pushing down into the mat to help you get there. Exhale, lower again. Inhale, pushing down, coming back up. Squats are always good for expecting moms, especially the closer you get to your due date. Inhale here, exhale, lower. Inhale, come back up one more time. We got this. Exhale, lower down. And then from here, inhale, and then exhale, just take and fall down to a wide leg forward fold. You can use this opportunity to take a block. Plant your hands on that block if you need to. Let your head hang. Nice deep inhales, followed by exhales. Next inhale, take and come up to a halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Letting the head hang. Continue breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale. Coming back to that halfway lift if you're using the block. Putting those hands on the block. And then slowly, heel toe. Your feet back to center. Then slowly make your way down to a seated position. If you are near a wall, perfect. We're going to slowly take your time, make our way onto our backs. If you want to use the pillow, perfect. We're coming towards the end of our practice. Take that pillow underneath you. We're going to send our legs up the wall. Scoot yourself a little closer to the wall if need be. Arms come out wide, shoulder height. And then we're just going to hang out here for a few moments. Expecting moms, first trimester for me, this was one of my saving graces to combat extreme morning sickness. It's really good for that. Not being able to fully, completely lay flat on our backs during the second and third trimester, this is a good alternative. Again, placing the pillow underneath you. You can also place blocks underneath your lower back. Those are all options. Make sure you're still breathing. You can curl your toes down towards you. Nice deep inhales in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Continue with that breathing pattern in through your nose. Maybe hold it there for a moment and out through your mouth. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly take and bring your legs back down. Bringing both knees together, coming onto your side. And so both knees together, coming onto your side. Knees are off towards your left side. Bring both arms out to shoulder height. Take and bring your left hand to the top of your knees and then send your gaze in the opposite direction. Just a gentle recline twist. Continuing to breathe, especially here because again, we're in a different position, so it's easy and tempting to just hold our breath, but don't do it. Keep breathing, being very mindful of your breath. Even when your mind starts to wander, just come back to that breathing technique. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, bring the feet flat. Knees are facing up towards the ceiling. We're going to take it to the other side. So send those knees over to your right or whatever side opposite of what you just did. Right hand comes to the top of those knees if you can. Extend the left arm out and look towards your left arm. Nice deep belly breathing. One more deep inhale here, then exhale. Bring both hands underneath your ears like a pillow, whichever side you're on. Hold space here for a few moments. Really just acknowledging what you've done today. And just kind of checking in with yourself, seeing how you feel again, mentally, physically, what has shifted. Expecting moms, this can be your final resting pose. If you're not expecting and choose to just be on your back right now, that's an option as well. Wherever you are, I just invite you to pause there for a few moments, continuing to breathe. Stay there as long as you like. Again, taking in everything that you've done. Acknowledging and giving gratitude to yourself for just taking a moment out of your day to do some self-care. Using all of your self-care moments these days is really just being grateful for what you're able to do. Trying not to focus in on all that's going on around us, just for a few moments, even for just a few moments throughout the day. If we can take our mind off of it, it helps. Doesn't make it go away, but it does help. Thinking of better days to come. I'm very optimistic. That is what keeps me going. So again, I appreciate each and every one of you who have tuned in. Hopefully you are feeling better than what you did when you first started. Don't forget about the donation. I will post this on my page, both my personal and my business page, Yoga Can, because yoga can help you a ton. I will also put up a link to my Cash App if you would like to send any donations to me. That's great as well. These classes are free, but we always accept donations. So again, I appreciate each and every one of you. More classes to come, whatever suits your fancy. Tune into Yoga Buzz. They have classes offered by great yoga teachers throughout the day and into the evening. So find something that fits you. Try something new. You never know. Share with someone else as well. Have a great day, you guys. Be blessed.